the thing Young Life does better than any other group I've been a part of is it just reminds me that Jesus loves you guys no matter what. High school gets really hard. Everyone strays from Young Life at one point or another, it happens. But you can always come back, and you're gonna come back and be met with the same smiling faces that you were met with a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever it was. Like, you can always come back, and that's so important because high school's hard, we all know that, and we're all going through our own struggles, and Young Life is always there, and Jesus is always there, and that's just so important. And Young Life is a place that I never feel more myself than when I do at Young Life. I can be the loud person that I am, the crazy person that I am, and I don't get to be that in other places.
High school sucks sometimes. Like, it's awful. But I met my best friends here though, and they were with me when I was like, just felt like I'm on top of the world. They were with me when I'm like at absolute zero, just felt like crap. And my leader just cared for me so much. Juan and Garrett, they just love me so much and showed me what it really means to be loved.
These people behind me are seriously my best friends, and they've become my family, and I love them so, so much. And my leader, Sam, okay, I'm gonna cry now, so you're great.
I think I signed up to go to Crooked Creek about like 3 days before the bus left. I had never been to Young Life before, so I had no idea what was coming, and I would honestly say that it was one of the best weeks of my life. And I would suggest if you haven't gone or if you have the opportunity to go, that you should definitely go. I'd never been so close like with my friends before until I got there. And it's a good way just to get away for a week and not have to worry about anything except for like, I don't know, doing fun things and stuff. So.
Don't go to Young Life because it's Young Life. Go to Young Life because of the people. The people are unlike anyone that I've ever been with. And they are real, amazing people, and I'm so grateful for that.
And I went to camp going into my junior year, and camp then was like the perfect timing for me. It was, I really needed a place to open up how I felt about some things that happened, some people that I lost, and it gave me an opportunity to just let out how I was feeling, what I was thinking about what happened. And my leaders and Natalie and Lexi, they were always there for me, and I remember staying with one-on-ones, and she was just talking to me about why some things had to happen and helping me through that.
I went to Wild Life in 8th grade because it was the first time I met Juan. He was like, "Hey, we're gonna go smash this watermelon. Do you want to come?" I was like, "Yep." I was just like, everyone here is my family. Literally, my family is here. Those are my cousins.
I've been doing Young Life for a year now. I used to work with my leader, Natalie, and she would always bug me about going to club, and I always kind of just put it off. Sorry, I'm gonna cry. And then my first club was actually senior club last year, and there I decided to go to camp. It was the best decision I've ever made. It was the best week of my life. And then ever since then, I can't. Go to camp. It'll be the best week of your life, I'm not kidding. Natalie, Sammy, and Lexi, I love you and everything you've done for me.
I never went to church, my family didn't go to church, and my friend Jacqueline Sinachek just decided to have me come with her one Tuesday to club, and like from that Tuesday I fell in love with Young Life and the leaders and the people here. And during the last year and a half I've had like a lot of issues with friends and like my friend groups, and through Young Life I found a family and friend group that I know will always be there for me and that I will have forever, and I am forever thankful for Young Life and my Young Life leaders.
I was thinking about the reason that I first came to Young Life, and Haley doesn't know that I'm going to say this. But I remember freshman year, I saw Haley, and she was wearing like the coolest shirt I'd ever seen. And I just remember thinking like, oh my gosh, I want one of those, and I want to be Haley's friend. And so I decided to come to Young Life, and it was the best decision I've ever made. And at the time, I didn't know that those girls, Haley and my freshman year were going to be my best friends. But as the years have gone on, I realized that my Young Life friends are my true friends, and all the people here love me so much, and so much more than anybody I've ever met. And so I just want to thank all my Young Life girls that went to camp with me that first year, and Sam, my leader, who I met my first year at camp. Coming to Young Life was the best decision I've ever made. It was better than the shirt, just so you guys know.
My favorite part about Young Life is just how we can sing and do just ridiculous games. A lot involves spam, and just laugh and be happy. So my advice to all of you guys is, if you are ever at home just relaxing and it's a Tuesday night, get up and go to Young Life, because before you know it, you'll be up here wishing you came.
I realize who my real friends are and who I can turn to when I'm in a rough patch.
Young Life's like the best decision I've made in high school, going to it week in and week out. I just love the relationships I've made with everybody. Like they said, everybody here is so genuine and nice and real.
All the people here, they seem happy to see me and I feel loved by them. So I really like all the people here. They have been nice to me, and I don't think they have anybody who hates me.
Young Life is like where all my best experiences from high school have come. Like you won't find anything better on a weekly basis that is more consistent, and people that are more consistent is people that are also like equally as consistent than Jesus, who's like the most consistent. Young Life has opened up so many opportunities for me and shown me so much, and it can show anyone just as much, so stick with it.
I think it's just super important to know that you're like always welcome here.
And just like whoever you are, wherever you came from, whoever your friends are, and whatever you're interested in, there's always going to be a place here for you, and there's always going to be unconditional love from every person here for you.
I think God has really taught me fellowship, how important that is to have your friends, and all these guys, that everyone is so much deeper than you think they are on the surface level. And when you really get to know people, you can see who they are and really develop those friendships, and I think God works in the most powerful ways.
I don't come every week, but every time I do come, everyone's always very welcoming. It makes me feel like I've missed anything, and I can always go to these girls for anything. Stick with Young Life, it's the best experience you're gonna have.
And I just remember my sophomore year, I was out in the crowd like some of you guys, just listening to some of the seniors up here talking about, like almost every single one of them talked about camp. And I was just out in the crowd, I had no idea what they're talking about, I didn't understand. And so like right then I told myself, I'm gonna go to camp. I went, and it was by far the best week of my life. So go to camp, you won't regret it.
So going to camp, we had like new leaders, and we were all kind of like standoffish at first, and then when it came to like cabin time, we all opened up with each other, and like I never expected the people here to be my best friends, but they are. And just like what other people said, like it's so true that the people here will like love you no matter what, and be here for you like no matter what you've been through. And I just really encourage all of you to stay with Young Life, because it will honestly be the best decision that you will ever make.
My best friend died, and I remember I didn't know what to do. There were people around me, and they were talking to me, and they were trying to help me, but it wasn't working. My friend was gone, and that's all that mattered. And these leaders took my whole entire group of friends that lost Blake and took us all to camp. And for that 1 week, all of us got to get away from that. And I don't think that without my leaders, Lexi and Sammy and Natalie and these girls that were an iceberg, that I could have gotten through that. And they continue to remind me every single time I see them that I'm loved and that the people that come here are loved. And it doesn't matter what you go through in high school, if you lose someone or if those friends that you want to be friends with don't like you, the people here are going to love you, and you're going to feel that every single time you walk in that door.